Your shift starts now. Checking the cable inventory and tool bag in the storage room to prepare. You grab the inventory log from the desk, starting the day by verifying each cable type and length. The list details every cable, from power cords to audio lines, each with a checkbox for confirmation. Next, you inspect the tool bag, ensuring all wrenches and testers are present and fully functional. Rows of cables await deployment, each labeled and stored in order for quick and easy access. You methodically count 50 power cables, cross-referencing with the log to confirm no items are missing. The set coordinator signals the cameras are ready, reminding you to prioritize video cables for the first setup. The time log tracks your progress, with entries for inventory start and expected completion time today. You know 2 cables that need replacement, adding them to the equipment feedback section for later action. With inventory verified, you load the cart with cables, arranging them by type for efficient setup later. Each connector is inspected for wear, ensuring reliable connections during the shoot to avoid interruptions. You test the light meter from your tool bag, confirming it works for today's lighting checks on set. The script has notes on cable requirements for different scenes, guiding your setup priorities for the day. 30 minutes into the shift, the storage room is quiet, focused on preparation for the busy day ahead. You clip on your set badge and tag the cart with today's date for clear identification on set. Another technician discusses cable routing plans, coordinating to avoid tangles and ensure smooth connections on set. The setup checklist is next, outlining steps for laying cables across the studio without any issues. You complete the inventory log, recording all items and time spent, ready for the shift ahead now. With the cart loaded, you exit the storage room, heading to the studio for cable setup work. The studio door is ajar, hinting at the busy set, where cables will soon connect cameras and monitors. You enter the studio, ready to begin laying cables for the day's shoot, with the cart fully loaded. The cables are prepped and sorted, making it easy to select the right ones for each connection point on set. You review the setup checklist to confirm the cable routing plan before starting to lay them out. You coordinate with the camera operator on where to run the cable to avoid blocking the shot or causing hazards. You start laying the first cable, following the planned route to ensure a clean and tangle-free setup. Now, you move into the setup phase, laying cables across the studio and connecting equipment. You connect the cable to the camera, ensuring a secure link for power and signal transmission. The monitor shows a clear test pattern, confirming that the cable connection is working properly. You route a cable to a light stand, keeping it out of sight to maintain a clean set appearance. You check the cable for any tangles, straightening it to prevent signal loss or physical obstacles. Your tool bag contains all necessary items for cable management, ready for any adjustments needed. You log feedback on the cable setup, recording details for future reference and routine reports. You assist in setting up a monitor, ensuring the cable is long enough and securely connected. 2 hours into the shift, the studio is active with setup work, and cables are being laid efficiently. You test cable connection with a multimeter to verify electrical continuity and safety. You reroute a cable to avoid interference with the tripod, maintaining a safe and organized set. The script provides specific cable needs for each scene, guiding your setup to match production requirements. You connect a cable to the sound mixer, ensuring clear audio transmission for the shoot. You perform a final check of all cable connections, confirming everything is ready for shooting. You report the cable setup completion to the supervisor, noting any items for the monitor phase. You enter the monitor stage, focusing on maintaining cable connections during shoots to prevent any disruptions. You observe the monitor screens for 20 minutes, checking that all cables transmit clear video without errors. You identify a signal issue and follow the cable path to locate a loose connection needing adjustment. You fasten the cable connector with a tie, ensuring it stays in place to avoid future signal loss. You document the cable adjustment in the monitor connection log, keeping a record for the routine report. You perform a routine check of hidden cables, ensuring they are not pinched or damaged during the shoot. You help a colleague connect a cable to an additional monitor, coordinating to minimize setup time. The monitor bank shows various scenes, with cables organized to maintain a clean and functional set environment. You use a multimeter to verify the electrical continuity of a cable, ensuring it meets safety standards. You reroute a cable around equipment, preventing interference and maintaining a hazard-free set. Your tool bag holds essential items for cable management, ready for any quick fixes during monitoring. You monitor the shoot for 15 minutes, logging any cable adjustments needed based on visual feedback. You report your monitoring findings to the supervisor, discussing cable status and any issues recorded. You swap out a damaged cable with a replacement, ensuring uninterrupted transmission during the shoot. The studio is bustling with activity, and cables are integral to connecting all equipment for smooth operations. You note the time and update the routine shift report with details from the monitoring phase. You verify a cable connection to the sound mixer, ensuring clear audio output for the scene being shot. You conduct a final visual inspection of cable layouts, confirming everything is secure and organized. You collaborate with a crew member to review cable performance and plan for any adjustments. You set up cables for new cameras, extending the monitor phase to cover all equipment changes. You begin the monitoring stage, focusing on observing cable connections and logging feedback to ensure uninterrupted shoots. You monitor the shoot for 20 minutes, recording any cable issues or adjustments needed based on the visual display. The monitor reveals stable transmission, highlighting the importance of proper cable management for video quality. You collaborate with a colleague to address a cable concern, reviewing the monitor log for potential fixes. You note the current time and add cable performance data to the daily report, ensuring accurate records. You reroute a cable to avoid equipment interference, maintaining a safe and organized set during the shoot. Your tool bag contains essential items for quick cable fixes, ready for any monitoring adjustments. You observe the shoot for 15 minutes, logging cable stability and any visual feedback for the team. You use a multimeter to verify electrical continuity, ensuring cables meet safety standards during monitoring. You report monitoring findings to the supervisor, discussing cable status and planned adjustments. The studio is active with crew members, and cables connect all equipment for smooth filming operations. You verify a cable connection to the sound mixer, ensuring clear audio output for the current scene. You conduct a visual inspection of cable layouts, confirming everything is secure and free of tangles. You swap out a damaged cable with a replacement, ensuring uninterrupted transmission during the monitoring phase. You set up cables for extra cameras, expanding the monitor coverage to all equipment changes. You collaborate with a crew member to analyze cable performance and prepare for upcoming shoots. You reposition a monitor for optimal viewing, enhancing your ability to spot cable issues quickly. You update the routine report with last observations, keeping track of cable performance over time. You fix a loose cable connection, ensuring a stable video feed on the monitor during the shoot. You review your notes and tools, getting ready for continued cable monitoring as the shoot progresses. You begin monitoring the cable connections on the studio monitors, checking for any interruptions in the video feeds during the shoot. The monitor screen displays real-time footage, with status lights confirming that cable links are functioning properly. You respond to a flickering screen by tightening the cable connector, using a tool to verify the connection is secure. You log feedback about cable stability, documenting the time and any adjustments made during the monitoring phase. The set is bustling with activity, and monitors are strategically placed to oversee all cable connections for smooth operations. You collaborate with a crew member to analyze cable issues and plan for upcoming monitoring tasks on the set. You verify a replacement cable by testing its connection, ensuring it provides stable video feed on the monitor. The clock indicates the progress of the monitoring shift, reminding you to keep track of cable performance over time. You tighten a loose cable connection to the sound equipment, confirming clear audio output on the monitor screen. You analyze the cable performance log, looking for trends to improve monitoring efficiency during future shoots. Your tool bag contains essential items for cable maintenance, ready for any adjustments needed during monitoring. You expand the monitoring setup by connecting cables to a new camera, ensuring comprehensive coverage of the shoot. You verify audio cable connections by listening through headphones, ensuring the monitor output is clear and consistent. The monitor displays several camera feeds simultaneously, with overlays indicating the status of each cable connection. You work with the team to adjust cable layouts, following a plan to optimize monitoring during the shoot. You finalize the shift report with monitoring observations, documenting cable performance and any issues resolved today. The cable cot holds organized coils of cables, prepared for quick access during ongoing monitoring activities. You get ready to wrap up monitoring by reviewing logs and ensuring all tools are stored properly for the day. You conduct a last round of cable inspections on monitors, confirming everything is stable as filming winds down. The monitors power down sequentially, marking the end of the monitoring phase, with cables ready for the next shift. You start the wrap-up routine by coiling audio cables into organized loops, ensuring they are ready for storage in the equipment cart. You verify the cable inventory against the log, confirming that all items are accounted for as the shift nears its end. The coiled cables lie ready for storage, each loop carefully formed to prevent damage and ensure easy access next time. You load the coiled cables into the cart, sorting them by category to maintain order for future film set setups. You work with the lighting crew to remove cables from the set, ensuring a clean and safe environment for wrap-up. The cable cart is now packed with organized cables, prepared for storage and ready for the next filming day. You clean the work area, tidying up the desk and ensuring all documents are in place for the final report submission. You finalize the shift report by adding detailed observations on cable connections and any adjustments made during monitoring. The clock indicates the shift is over, marking the completion of another day on the fictional film set routine. You submit the routine shift report to the coordinator, documenting all cable-related activities and feedback from the shoot. You perform a final equipment check, confirming that cables and tools are properly stored for the end of the day. Your tool bag is closed and ready, containing all necessary items for cable maintenance on future film set shifts. You log your departure time on the shift record, completing the daily routine for the cable technician role. You conduct a final walkthrough of the set, ensuring all cables are cleared and the area is ready for the next crew. The set is now clear of cables, reflecting the efficient wrap-up process and preparation for tomorrow's filming schedule. You gather your personal belongings, getting ready to leave after a long day of managing cables on the film set. You say farewell to the team, sharing quick notes on cable setups for upcoming scenes in the fictional production. The door awaits your exit, with the badge system ready to log your departure from the film set facility. You clock out using your badge, officially ending your shift as a cable technician on the busy film set. The cable cart rests in storage, holding all equipment for the next day, symbolizing the completion of the routine wrap-up.